Hey guys, and welcome back to FPL TV's Point Predictor, the series where I predict 5 FPL players that I believe are guaranteed to score 4 points or more in the upcoming Fantasy Premier League game week. However, to keep things interesting, I've got to include one defensive option, as well as one midfield and one forward option who are both valued below the price of 8 million. Also, I can only select one player per team. If you're enjoying the series, then please let me know by hitting the like button, and be sure to subscribe to the channel for weekly FPL videos. Unfortunately, I had to miss an episode of Point Predictor for Game Week 3, so here's my choices in Game Week 2's episode, where I ended up with a pretty disappointing 2 out of 5 correct predictions. So let's move swiftly on and take a look at my Point Predictor picks for Game Week 4. For my defensive option this week, I'm opting for the low-priced Burnley defender, Stephen Ward. It wasn't an easy decision, selecting a player without any clean sheets to his name yet, but with their opponents Crystal Palace yet to score a goal this season, that was enough for me to back a Burnley clean sheet at home here. Crystal Palace's poor opening to the season has been surprising, and they certainly have players that can create and score a few goals. But I've got to pick a clean sheet out from somewhere, and looking at the statistics, I'd say Burnley have half a chance. For a midfielder under 8 million, again, I wasn't particularly happy with the options on offer here. My considerations included Aaron Moy, Richarlison, and even Juan Mata, but I've ended up with Cesc Fabregas. His red card in Game Week 1 let quite a few of us down, but he bagged himself an 11-point haul last week and reminded us then that at 6.9 million, he's still a very appealing budget midfield option. With Chelsea's confidence now growing and Morata in the side and scoring, I believe Fabregas could link up well with his Spanish counterpart and hopefully against Leicester get involved in some of the goals. For my any-priced midfielder, I'm backing the in-form Tottenham man, Christian Eriksen. Eriksen's a player who's enjoyed a magnificent international break over the last week. In Denmark's 2 games, he was directly involved in 4 goals, assisting 2 and scoring 2, including a quite sensational free kick. He also boasts excellent form for Spurs in the opening 3 games, having involvement in 3 of their 4 goals as well. He's a player that's red hot at the moment, and even though on paper Everton away isn't an easy fixture, I'm just not convinced by them yet. Also, if Harry Kane can now start contributing, seeing as we're not in August anymore, this could help Eriksen's point returns as well. For my budget striker, under the value of 8 million, I've gone for West Ham's Chicharito. A defeat for West Ham here, at the hands of Huddersfield, will surely see their boss Slaven Bilic under intense pressure, and it'll probably cost him his job. With 3 games and 3 defeats so far, it's a game the Hammers have to win. It's been a dreadful start to the season for West Ham, so picking Chicharito is a bit of a gamble. Huddersfield come into this game in excellent form, not yet conceding a goal, but surely they can't keep a 4th consecutive clean sheet, can they? It's important to note that despite losing all 3 games so far, this is West Ham's first home game of the season, so hopefully they can improve their performance here. With Chicharito being the only player to score for West Ham this season, I'm hoping that he'll end up being a good choice for my point predictor this week. And that leaves me with my striker of any value. With Chelsea and Tottenham options already selected, that rules out Morata and Kane from my choices, which surely means a toss-up now between the popular Lukaku and Firmino. Well, this may not be a popular choice for you guys, but I'm taking a punt on Alexandre Lacazette for this game week. Now, I'm firmly aware that Lacazette was surprisingly dropped in Arsenal's defeat to Liverpool last game week, and what followed was one of Arsenal's worst performances in recent memory, so surely there's no way in his right mind that Arsene Wenger will drop Lacazette for this home game against Bournemouth. The 2 meetings between these 2 sides last year served up a total of 10 goals, with a 3-1 and a 3-3. So I'm expecting a goal fest here, and with both teams having dreadful starts to the season, both teams will need to win. I'm thinking that all the scrutiny from the display at Liverpool should hopefully spur on this Arsenal side to a decent performance in Game Week 4, and I'm expecting Lacazette to get on the score sheet. And that wraps up my point predictor for Game Week 4. A few controversial picks this week, but I'm hoping that following the weekend, my choices won't look quite as crazy. Remember, I'm just an addict, not an expert, so it should be a fun week to see if they can deliver. If you are enjoying the Point Predictor series, then be sure to get subscribed to the channel to support FPL TV. And while you're at it, why not post your own Point Predictor selections in the comments below? And if any of you manage to get 5 out of 5 correct predictions, then I'll make sure to give you a shout out in the next episode. Good luck to you all for Game Week 4, and most importantly, remember, FPL responsibly.